Fatima and Yusuf's love story is nothing short of extraordinary. At 50 and 60 years old, their bond remains unshakable, as strong and vibrant as the day they said "I do." For years, they've been the perfect example of enduring love, inspiring everyone around them with their unwavering connection. Their son, Jamal, now grown and thriving in his own life, never misses a chance to visit his parents. The warmth and affection in their family are unmatched, and it's no wonder friends and neighbors alike admire the love they share. But sometimes, even the strongest bonds are tested in unexpected ways. What happens when love faces its most difficult challenge? Stick around to find out, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications to follow this unforgettable journey. Yusuf's life takes an exciting turn when he receives a prestigious one-year contract in the United States. The opportunity promises incredible financial benefits for the family, and at first, Fatima is filled with pride and excitement for her husband's success. But as the reality of his departure sinks in, Fatima begins to feel the weight of the impending separation. The thought of being apart from Yusuf for so long stirs a deep sadness in her heart. Sensing her worry, Yusuf reassures her with gentle words, promising daily calls and reminding her that their love will keep them close, no matter the distance. When the day of his departure arrives, emotions run high. As Yusuf hugs Fatima tightly and assures her, "This year will pass quickly, and I'll be back by your side," tears stream down her face. Jamal steps in, comforting his mother as she watches the love of her life walk away, leaving her to face the quietness of their home alone. What challenges will this distance bring to their seemingly unbreakable bond? Stay with us to uncover the twists and turns of their journey. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss a moment of this heartfelt story. Fatima soon finds herself overwhelmed by the emptiness of her once lively home. The silence becomes unbearable, each room echoing with memories of Yusuf's presence. Unable to cope, she calls her son Jamal and hesitantly asks, "Can I stay with you until your father returns?" Jamal doesn't hesitate. With warmth in his voice, he reassures her, "Of course, Mom. My home is always yours." The very next day, Fatima packs her belongings and moves in with Jamal, seeking comfort in her son's company. Living together brings moments of lightness. They share meals, talk late into the evening, and even laugh as they recall cherished memories of Yusuf. Yet, as night falls and the house grows quiet, Fatima's heart aches with longing. Her love for Yusuf remains as strong as ever, and no amount of distraction can fill the void his absence has left. Will Fatima find the strength to endure this separation, or will the loneliness lead her down an unexpected path? Stay tuned to discover what happens next. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications to follow this heartfelt journey. One evening, Jamal invites his friend Zaid over for dinner. Zaid, with his kind demeanor and charming smile, quickly leaves a positive impression on everyone he meets. When Fatima greets him, she notices his warm presence and easygoing nature, which momentarily lifts her spirits. Over the following days, something begins to change. Fatima starts paying more attention to herself whenever Zaid visits, dressing up in her finest clothes and ensuring she looks her best. Her cheerful demeanor around him does not go unnoticed by Jamal, who begins to feel a growing unease. Eventually, Jamal decides to confront his mother. "Mom," he says gently but firmly, "I've noticed you act differently whenever Zaid is around. I don't think it's necessary to dress up like that just to meet my friend." Caught off guard, Fatima brushes off his concerns with a light laugh. "You're reading too much into this," she replies. "It's just nice to feel good about myself, especially with how lonely I've been since your father left." Jamal nods reluctantly, sensing the loneliness behind her words, but the unease lingers. Could her behavior lead to consequences neither of them expects? Stay tuned as this emotional story unfolds. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications to follow every twist and turn of this heartfelt journey. One afternoon, Zaid arrives at Jamal's house, expecting to catch up with his friend. Instead, he finds Fatima alone. The atmosphere feels different, quieter, more personal. As they talk, the conversation drifts into deeper topics, and Fatima opens up about the loneliness she's been feeling since Yusuf's departure. Zaid listens intently, his kind nature drawing her closer. The emotions she has been suppressing overwhelm her in a sudden, unguarded moment. Fatima leans in and kisses him. Zaid hesitates but briefly reciprocates before both pull back, their faces pale with shock. The weight of what just happened hits them instantly. Fatima steps back, her voice trembling as she says, "This was a mistake. I don't know what came over me." Zaid runs a hand through his hair, visibly distressed. "I've betrayed Jamal," he mutters. "This can't happen again." Desperate to contain the situation, Fatima pleads, "Please, Zaid. Don't tell anyone. Jamal and Yusuf can't know about this. It was a moment of weakness, I don't want to destroy my family." Zaid nods reluctantly, guilt etched across his face as he leaves. But secrets have a way of surfacing, and the repercussions of this moment are bound to ripple through their lives. Will the truth come out? And if it does, what will happen to Fatima and her family? Stay tuned to see how the story unfolds. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications to follow the twists and turns ahead. The next day, Fatima's world takes a devastating turn. As she goes about her morning routine, a sudden dizziness overwhelms her, and she collapses. Jamal rushes her to the hospital, panic gripping him as he watches his mother struggle to stay conscious. At the hospital, the doctor examines Fatima and notes signs of physical strain. Concerned, the doctor advises Jamal it might be best for her husband to return soon and take care of her. Those words linger in Jamal's mind, fueling his suspicions. Yusuf had been away for months, so how could there be signs of strain now? Back at home, Jamal confronts Fatima. His voice is steady, but his eyes demand answers. "Mom, something isn't adding up. What's really going on?" Fatima avoids his gaze, her hands trembling. At first, she tries to deflect, but under the pressure of Jamal's unwavering questions, the truth spills out. Through tears, Fatima confesses her moment of weakness with Zaid. The weight of her guilt is unbearable as she pleads, "I'm so sorry, Jamal. I didn't mean for it to happen. It was a mistake I deeply regret." Jamal's heart shatters. The betrayal cuts deep, not just from Zaid, his friend, but also from his own mother. Anger and heartbreak collide as he takes swift action. Jamal has Zaid arrested and, unable to process the pain, sends Fatima back to her home to confront her choices alone. What will happen to their fractured family now? Can trust ever be rebuilt after such a betrayal? Stay tuned as the story of love, regret, and redemption unfolds. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications to follow the next chapter of this emotional journey. Left alone in the quiet of her home, Fatima is consumed by regret. The weight of her actions bears down on her as she waits for Yusuf's return. When he finally steps through the door, his presence feels both comforting and daunting. She knows the time has come to tell him the truth. Through tears and trembling words, Fatima confesses everything, her loneliness, her moment of weakness, and the mistake that shattered their family. Yusuf listens in silence, his expression unreadable, but the hurt in his eyes is unmistakable. When she finishes, Fatima pleads, "I am so sorry, Yusuf. I never wanted to hurt you. Please forgive me." For a moment, the silence is unbearable. Finally, Yusuf speaks, his voice steady but cold. "You need to leave this house," he says. The words hit Fatima like a blow, but she nods, understanding the pain she has caused. Days turn into weeks, and as Yusuf sits alone, the memories of their life together flood his mind. He remembers the love they've shared, the family they've built, and the bond that once seemed unbreakable. Slowly, his anger begins to fade, replaced by a realization, despite everything, his love for Fatima remains. One evening, Yusuf makes his decision. He calls Fatima and asks her to return home. When she arrives, he looks at her and says, "I forgive you, but this must never happen again." Fatima breaks down, promising with all her heart, "I will never betray your trust again." Their reunion is a testament to the strength of love and forgiveness. But can their family truly heal? Stay tuned as the story of redemption and reconciliation continues. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications to see how this heartfelt journey unfolds. Jamal watches from a distance as his parents begin to mend the broken pieces of their relationship. The love and forgiveness between Yusuf and Fatima move him deeply, stirring something in his own heart. He recalls the lessons they instilled in him as a child about compassion, second chances, and the power of redemption. Though the betrayal still lingers in his mind, Jamal begins to realize that holding on to anger will only deepen the wounds. After much thought, he decides to take a step toward healing. He visits the police station and arranges for Zoid's release. When Zoid steps out, remorse written all over his face. Jamal's words are firm but forgiving. Everyone makes mistakes, but it's what you do after that defines you. Don't let this happen again. Back at home, the family gathers for the first time since the turmoil began. It's not an easy reunion, but each person takes small steps to rebuild what was broken. Yusuf, Fatima, Jamal, and even Zoid begin to engage in open conversations, slowly learning to trust one another again. The journey is far from over, but with forgiveness and understanding as their guide, they start to see the possibility of a stronger, more united future. This powerful moment reminds us that relationships can weather even the deepest storms when met with genuine remorse and a willingness to rebuild. Will this family's journey inspire others to forgive and grow? Stay tuned for more. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications to continue following this incredible story of love, redemption, and renewal. This story reminds us that even in the face of heartbreak and betrayal, the healing power of truth, remorse, and forgiveness can bring people back together. It's a testament to the strength of love and the courage it takes to rebuild what's been broken. Thank you for joining us on this emotional journey. If you found the story inspiring, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Stay tuned for more heartfelt tales filled with lessons of love, redemption, and hope.